Time for story.
And things
Story
are
time.
just about to begin. So, we are just about to begin with our first story. Get yourselves nice and settled. And as you do, I'll go ahead and say hi to those who might be watching on Twitch. Welcome to another week of Starlight Stories, a night filled with all kinds of wonderful tales to help you relax on this wonderful Monday and help get your week off to a proper start. I am your storyteller, Cassie, and I hope you enjoy. Now, I think everybody is nice and settled already, so I won't delay any longer as I go ahead and roll into our first story. Our first story for tonight, as with all nights on days such as these, is a new one. One written for a very special someone. Our first story of the night is My Selfish Happiness. She is beautiful. Her smiling face, the sparkle in her eyes as my words steal away her terror and anxious thoughts. I add them to my soul, feeding the storm in my own head, and smile. She has made me happy, happier than I could ever imagine. And I am not fool enough to say that it is not a selfish happiness. No, not with the way she looks at me, as if I was the only real thing in the world. Not with the desperation in her words as she asked me to save her from herself, with words she could not have come up with on her own. She is mine. I have made her so. I have taken her into my life, and given her my wants, and taken charge to shape her into what I desire most. She has only ever thanked me for it. She has gifted me with a selfish satisfaction, a smile at the corner of my mouth at beholding a work of art sculpted by my very own hands. I want to hate myself for it. I had dreaded this dynamic all my life, shied away from it for fear of carving the very same scars upon my soul into another, building up so much dependence on my presence that to leave for even a second would become abuse. I had feared the responsibility that comes with such care, that of one who holds such power over another person. I still battle now with the internal dissonance of my own beliefs. My need for self-determination projected upon the beauty before me as if it is inherently false unless pursued on her own. Yet, did she not pursue it by handing me the reins? Have I truly taken the choice from her to be her own person, free of restriction? Has claiming her psyche as mine to guide not made her happiness stronger, more consistent, more easily found in times of hardship? I cannot say that I have not done well with her. She has become so much more, bloomed into even more gorgeous colors under my instruction. She is perfect in ways I never thought possible. I must admit that I love it. The gentle ways she thanks me for knowing her better than she does herself. The look in her eyes that sees me and only me in that moment. The smile that comes to her face without thought. The comfort I have brought her in being herself. No longer afraid to show those sides of her soul we only found because I found them. Because I insisted on trying to explore them. The influence I have is scary. It terrifies me that I have such power over her life, capable of changing her with just a word. Yet I cannot deny that it is what she needs, what she wants, what she wishes for. I have granted it. I will continue to grant this wish until such time comes that it should change. A word, a request, a single plea could stop everything. Change our paths. Give her back the control she has given me. I don't need to fear myself, for she has always ever had the choice to let me continue or tell me to stop. Should I go too far, I know she has the will to do so. I have ensured that she is always able. I love her. It is a selfish love, yet selfless. I want to see her become all that she can be, her truest self, her ideal, the person she feels most comfortable being. I want to peel away the layers of shame, anxiety, fear, and panic. The core of her being is shining bright for all to see. The beautiful woman she has already become. The voice that feels like a soothing balm to my nerves. The intelligent thoughts that spark in her mind, shared in high energy moments. I want to show her at her best, comfort her at her worst, and be there for her, so I might admire her as my greatest treasure. I love her selfishly. I want her. I want to satisfy my own wishes, to reach my own dreams with her hands as my tool. I want her to help me achieve that which I've always wanted to achieve, to explore that which I did not ever expect to be part of myself. I want her to be mine in entirety and to never let go of my hand. I want her to be desperate for my presence and sit with me when I cry until the pain has passed. I love her selflessly. I value her well-being above my own. I would abandon my works just to be at her side when she is hurting. I would set aside the time to help her build a full scope of her dreams. I wish to see her bloom and not need me to be happy. I want her to be herself, with or without me. And I want her to want me at her side even when I am not needed. Choose to be with me. And if I do not mean the entirety of her happiness. She has taught me that it is not cruel to be who I am, to want what I want, to take pleasure in exerting my will. That it can be a gift, one earned through that mutual trust. I know that she will tell me when I am too much, and I know that I will never hide myself from her. We have stepped beyond that, pushed past our own individual limits, and found satisfaction on the other side. She is my guiding star, the light that helps me find myself even in the darkest shadows. She is my warmth in the night, making a silent evening peaceful. She has filled my heart with thousands of memories that give me reason to remember I am worthy of her love. That I do not have to sacrifice myself to earn her affection. She is my world, my darling, my flower, my batata. She is my selfish happiness, one I may struggle still to accept, yet feel endless satisfaction in fulfilling. The end.
Woo!
Thank you.
Very lovely.
That was
I'm
wonderful.
pretty
Doritos.
sure you know exactly what I'm messaging you with.
If it's about
You're
pasta,
the only food I've got is this one.
I also have rotating realistic fries.
Yeah.
Siren. Welcome to my Monday story times. Yes, I'm very gay for my girlfriend. I love her very, 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 very much.
Oh, I was throwing that out because I figured that we're all just gay. It's a safe bet given the company I keep.
Best I can give is squid pose.
What a squiggy emote. Well, we're placing stickers. I have a funny one.
I will. I know what you place. I know what you place.
I am so glad that sticker's spreading.
Here, look on the wall. Look to your. That evil twink will pay.
You will pay.
I'm not evil.
I'm curious now.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Hi, Aether.
Mr. Bean.
Hey.
Does she
How's
see
it going?
Good. How y'all doing?
I'm going to get you.
Nope, I'm not sticking with you, nope.
We'll be starting the next story in about 10 minutes after I summarily remove this rat from the wall.
I mean, we could always just vote stick, right? That's the easiest thing to do.
You could. It would be a really funny thing to do.
Wait,
Well,
you dealing with the rats in the walls, Cassie?
yeah, I'm putting in my full body. Give you a pass this time.
That's beautiful.
This is a funny sticker I got. This is one Raven made of me.
Can you place it lower so I can see it?
Lower so you can see it. Okay.
Yeah, cover
I'll
Mr.
play. That's the wrong thing. I want
Cover Mr.
Oh,
Bean.
sticker?
that one. There we go.
Here.
There we go, that's better.
And make bank! Master Chief.
Also, as you
That's a
remember,
massive
I have
problem.
hired your girlfriend.
You do, yeah.
Have you?
See you,
For what?
Yep.
Bye,
To work
Par.
there.
Oh.
Have a good night.
Do you,
Good night,
you
Papa.
remember that?
Peep Slammily.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Also, just saying, that is also Raven's Photoshop skills.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. I have someone I need to, like, discipline real quick.
There, I'm gonna add that one.
You can't protect Vigilante.
You like my rat? Oh.
I just got poked.
Yep, poked
Oh,
on. Damn, that was a chip ASMR.
Jalinty strong. Thank you,
Okay.
Jalinty. Can you change your status to that? Jalinty strong. Whoa.
Oh. What?
Why does it say traveler above your name? What does
Yeah, I
that
saw
mean?
the rat. Crunchy. Yeah.
Oops.
Why did it
I
just
forgot
get
I
hit?
shrunk myself.
Oops.
That was the last thing I expected to get tagged with.
There you go.
It's the last thing you'll ever do.
Yeah. Yep.
Kirby, no! Don't eat Tato Bear!
Can't wait for. Oh, wait.
Also,
Oh, it's
something I would love to be able to do would be to learn how to add MMD animations to my models. So then I could have some of the dances.
Oh, just
Can't wait for her. to
just like
wake up and
outside
see
of an
that.
MMD world.
Yeah. Like, you know how that other Teto avatar I have has the mesmerizer dance on it?
You know, I was debating if it would be
Scared you with
appropriate
my
to read that story, but it is just
Hey,
on the
something
borderline
Something
of
like
acceptable.
that. But I'm not gonna add audio, but like something like that.
It is very cute.
Yeah.
Cause I know what you mean, right? Like, come on.
Of course you
It's only
know.
weird if you make it weird.
When you know, you know.
Honestly, it's just cute. But I'm still gonna goof around for it though.
I wonder.
Slowly sneaks into
Oh.
frame.
Is it Cassie Gelato or is it Cassie Gelato?
Cassie Gelato.
Hello, that's me. I am
Like
Jack.
the
gelatis are what
food.
Rita serves. Rita's forgot how to say gelato, and they're like, it's a gelati, and I'm like, what do you mean? That's not even a play on your name.
I caught that Teto cover song that you played earlier on my YouTube recommended.
Sounds like a sandwich.
That's funny.
Literally the same one you played earlier.
Gelato's like an Italian
Okay.
dessert.
It's a good one.
Yes.
I think the same person also made was another Nirvana song. I forget which one it is though.
Okay, I want.
I could quickly send you the definition.
Is it in Bloom? It might be in Bloom.
Is there really no MMD animation for Bird
dessert.
Brain?
Often referred to as Italian.
There is not. You're gonna have to make it.
Oh, so like Italian ice.
Not quite Italian ice. The key difference from
It's like Italian ice cream.
Yeah,
Cassie would know. I'm pretty sure she's part bird.
yeah. It's
What does
known
being
for its
part bird have to do with
smooth
anything?
texture due to
Because
All birds are Italian.
The
air
Bird Brain
filtration during
song
pairing.
or animation.
Yeah.
I was just looking to see if there was an MMD animation of that song, because if there was, I could add it to my model.
Everybody's heard about the bird.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the
That
word.
one's my favorite rendition.
There you go.
Uma mau mau. Uma mau 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 mau.
For this one, we're gonna pick this one.
Yeah.
This one says it's reactive too, but it doesn't show that it's reactive.
Yeah. I think those are
All
ones
right.
that
I think it's time for
Other one.
the next story.
Alrighty.
So, go ahead and get all nice and cozy. Our next story is A Scarred World. Sun rises upon a world scarred by aeons of past horrors, given shape through personal piecemeal claws, scraping upon the earth and carving away the soil. The loam seems gone upon the surface, buried under pile upon pile of molten scabs that churn and roll across chasms. Their granite shells still yet glow with the dull amber ichor of the magma under the surface, roiling reminders of the tears this realm yet sheds. For all intents, this world is dead. All life shorn from the sky and the sea. To look upon this world is to witness a pure and unsettling chaos. To any that wish to observe, there is naught but devastation. Nothing left for which to hope, nor air to draw into breath. The ground still trembles with the ghosts of memories that clutch at any plant yet rooted into the rock, shaking them free of their restraints and swallowing them whole. Calamity has visited this world. In time, it shall settle. The magma shall cool into strange and unknown mountains, crevices filling with condensed water at last, given a chance to recollect its long-lost molecular brethren. The life that lies now buried beneath the soil will become gemstones, marking their records upon the sediment as so many fallen kingdoms have done before them. It may take eons. It may take days. It could last forever. Only the stars above know, for they have seen such stories as this world's 1,000 times before, and shall see them 1,000 more. This tragedy is not a new sight to see, nor shall it be. Yet, for all this calamitous change, this apocalyptic alteration, the world is not over. Life is not destroyed, not for good. It shall rise and bloom again, more versatile and diverse and unique for its history. There shall one day be grass strewn about the new valley, hooves to clatter and clamber up the malformed mountains. Theirs will be the eye that explore the vista and find new gods in the canyon. Life continues on, changed and ever temporary, yet interminable all the same. It is thus that the world spins ever on, its heart filled yet still with that same fiery passion, its face still bathed in the light of the dawning sun and the silvery moon. It has changed, but it is not gone. And for that, there is still yet hope for those that live upon it. To those sparkling stars in the sky, old and new, the dancing paths of its orbit shall inspire yet more stories, tales of the destruction it once felt, epics of the lives that live upon it now, memories given shape in the after images it creates upon those distant stars beyond the grasp of light's glow. Stories old and new that tell the tales and the fates of this world, each one bringing with it a new feature yet unseen, each one showing the beautiful and the unsavory parts. That there are yet still tales to tell shall show them the truth of this world. That though it might at times be lost in whirling, warring chaos, though it might never be the same at the end, it is nonetheless there and glorious in its own right. And the stars shall observe and say, "This is the tale of the scarred world. One that has gone through all that a world may encounter and remained to shine on this very day. And thus should the world be treasured, for all its scars, and the fact that it still spins on, even with each and every one upon it. The end.
That was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
One of the funniest reply once ever.
Huh?
Doritos.
I must be heading to bed now.
Oh.
All right. Good night, Maddie.
Good night, Maddie.
everybody.
Good night.
Maddie. Hello, Susie.
Hi
Hi,
there.
Susie.
Hi, Hush. 1 second.
Horse
It's
racing.
easy.
I am checking the server, yeah.
And hello and welcome, if not silly. You are absolutely free to join in the instance and enjoy the vibes and get nice and comfortable in this little nest. If you would like to do so, all you have to do is join the Star Story Archives group and
Yeah.
you'll be able to join the instance. Also, let me go ahead and say hi to Rise the Beast. It's good to see you back again. I hope you enjoy this night's story.
Hi.
We'll be starting our next story in about 15 minutes.
This is my new Teto avatar that I made.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Thank you.
Hi, Susie.
Hi, Cassie. What was the turn? You're like. There's a horse behind you. Is this true?
Horse jump scare. How are you doing?
How's the night? Oh, exhausted.
Have you been
Oh.
racing?
More like. Well, I didn't join the tournament yesterday at all. I was doing trust and safety there.
Oh.
Oh.
Welcome to the world of the working.
Oh.
We actually made a server separate from the main Uma Musume Discord because it's getting big.
Oh.
So planning on
Mhm.
releasing that, yeah.
Yeah. If it goes really well.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, I can do this.
Also, with this avatar, this is the first time I ever did a material swap. I have these eyes and also these eyes. Bop, bop,
Yes.
bop,
Bop,
bop.
bop, 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 bop. Is that eyes?
I also
That's like the
have
eyes from that one song.
roller skates.
You
Yep.
do. Can you roll? Can you
Ah.
roll?
it makes sliding around in full body make more sense.
Oh, that's true. But can you actually roll?
If you're talking about like, can I actually roller skate? I have really bad coordination, but
Do 20 laps of roller skating.
That's a very
right
good
now.
response,
oh,
my lovely friend.
I'm just like really smart and only.
I love how
typed it
shocked
later.
you were with my reply.
I wasn't ready for that. At first, I was like, "Does she know chat?" I was like, "Wait, yeah, she does. That's probably why she said it."
Does she know, Chad?
Oh, real quick, would I have time to brush my teeth before the next story?
Yes, dude, yeah.
Alright.
I have.
Sorry, just how he took his headset off was so funny.
He just dived. Took a dive. I have. Is that me in that fucking. Anyway. I have. I'm not even gonna question that, Super.
That is one of me too.
The JP community for our server
Of course you are.
has been basically, well, there's this one commentator person who's really good at his job, but been planning really long like league races. I'm talking the other day, we did 25 races back to back for like a tournament, and like he wants to do more like it, but it's just like not enough time to plan stuff like that constantly. So we just like been talking about that with the organizer, like basically my boss, and we're already come to compromise on stuff. Probably gonna only have races like that. Because yesterday we were supposed to have a race similar to that 25 one, but it was canceled because like a lot of things went wrong until we all split the jobs to like set up a new tournament. Because we already like announced it for like then there were like 40 to 50 people there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we had to like set up something, and like God bless my boss, like my friend Noto. He's so like good at organizing things. So he just set up like a new tournament, but yeah, hopefully nothing too impromptu like that anymore some now, because everyone's still trying to get into like the groove of like Uma Musume popularity suddenly skyrocket.
Oh yeah. Didn't you say it was the release of the game that skyrocketed the popularity?
Yeah, basically. It's just like so, like the group jumped from such like a niche group that nobody ever really show up often, and it's just their meetup, and like maybe once a month or 2 months there would be like, I don't know, like 50 people gathered. Now it's like 30 people a night to 40 people a night,
Well,
and the
maybe
big
it
meetup is like
is.
60 people at the end of the
Oh.
month.
No,
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just messing with you.
Like
I
our
find it
regulars
hilarious, personally.
like 30.
Oh, I will.
So
I'm
it's-
still gonna mess with you. I'm just gonna be very
it's
silly
more-
about it.
let's
You're
see
busy.
here.
Oh yeah.
I
What
do
is the point
want
of messing
to
with people if you're not
also-
being silly about it? Question mark.
I also have teams.
What is life
we
without a
have
women?
teams now there.
You know what?
Us
You're right.
Sub-trainers usually have our own teams, and there's also people who are trying to train their own new trainees. So I'm trying to figure out my own build and like helping my trainees and also newcomers to run the style that we run. It's really difficult right now. So it's just like a bunch of different things I'm trying to rack my brains on. I feel so Uma-ful.
So Uma-ful.
Yes. Well, just don't. Just don't overwork yourself, because that can lead to very bad burnout.
Yes. Please always make sure to take time and rest.
Yes.
Yeah, this is still, you know, because I love it so much that it's like that's why I'm
There's a passion
putting a lot
feeling
of
it.
effort to it.
You're not
because it's
Birdly.
But still, just
Thankfully.
make sure you don't overwork yourself.
Still, that's like my favorite joke of the whole
Yeah.
Such a good joke.
God, I mean,
Welcome
honestly, my
in.
workload is nothing compared to like Nodo or Snappy or Jimon, like all my friends.
Yo,
Your doppelganger.
there he is. What's up?
Yeah.
Hi.
I show up out of nowhere occasionally. You'll never know when I show up.
The Silver 2.
You'll never see
That's me. The very second.
Oh, please, it's stuck in my head now. Why would you do this? You said 3 words.
Oh no.
Well, you said more than 3 words, but the 3 words are all it took.
I've proceeded to give you brainworms, and I've kept it within fair use restrictions. I am a menace.
Yes.
Yeah, my voice is still messed up a bit.
Yeah, don't. Like I said, don't let that little bit of voice acting wreck your
One
voice.
second.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Second.
Yeah.
Let me. It's coming. Hello, Silver.
It's gonna be that fucking
At least
Mr.
with
Beast
the-
Abby.
at
I'm
least when I do
wholeheartedly
the
expecting the
Dunwich
Mr.
War,
Beast
that I'll
Abby.
have
I'm not
creative
changing
voice
into
changer,
Miss
so-
Beast Abby on Green Night.
Oh my god, I see
Please
you.
don't.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you
That's
shushi. It's the
that's
it's the
what
OG Suze.
Hello.
Hi.
It's comfy time.
Comfy time.
It's comfy
saw
time,
what's
mainly
okay.
because I spot this.
classic Susie.
Yes.
Let me see if I left it anywhere in my pocket. I think I left it home. Psych!
Ah, silly. All right. I think it's time. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves ready for our next story.
Yeah.
We're all ready.
Yep.
Our next story is Wandering Ghosts. The scent of smoke fills the air. Early dawning light drowned in the amber clutch of the fiery claws crawling across the horizon. The flames of uncontrolled destruction, reducing past and future to naught but ash in their wake. As the first radiant rays of light make their claim across the sky, their presence is a herald of the once unseen specters, now wisping through the winds as shadows of what they once were. Memories, burned away into cinder-snapped coal, rest upon golden green leaves, making their final bows before their autumn finale. The world churns ever on, heads of townsfolk bobbing to and fro in pursuit of their survival's assurance. I see not the sights which alight upon my eyes, those pale hands of the pardon that reach and grasp for recognition. Nor do they see the young blooming stems of new life, as yet undisturbed by the trials and traumas of reality in their slumbering selves. I wander the in-between spaces. Here in this chaotic mix and mess of thought that washes through my hair with sooty fingertips, leaving behind their trace anxieties that wish to ignite the flames of unresolved anger within my heart. Phantoms of regret wail their sorrows into my ears. Wishes of what could have been and dreams of worlds no longer theirs to claim. These are the melancholy tides under all life, the ever-churning waves that whirl and wither all that falls under its oceanic embrace. It is here that I find myself wandering in the shadowy scars left by the fires. The crackling of burnt branches beneath my feet are the protests of ancient ire left to smolder, having left nothing behind in its place to grow or to bloom. Even the wind has abandoned this realm, for to drift and carry these yet burning sparks would invite new disasters. My steps are slow, calm, and collected, though at times I feel myself stumble. I see the illusory faces of the past wavering before my eyes, the ghosts of my own choices watching me in turn. They wonder why I tread this realm, why I invade their sulking fields of salt and shale. For this is their sanctuary, where the idea of what could have been may grow, where nothing else shall. I see the cold glare of those I have chosen to leave behind, dagger-like gazes of bitterness that stab into my very core, holding away pieces of my smile on their barbed hooks, that they might carve a gaze like that of their own upon my face. I am not of this realm, nor of the waking one. I feel myself waver between each one, every step forward echoing into 1,000 others that reverberate across my past. What would I have become had I said something more, I wonder? That wondering becomes a shade, flitting from my soul to now wander these wastes alongside me. Its pale fingers point to the worlds that could have been. Many have faded in this phantom realm's light, willed away with a simple acceptance of their status as choices already made. I wander on, haunted by the ghosts that wander with me every step of the way. Where I will go, I do not know. I never shall. That is the nature of my role as traveler, destined always to wander the world and see all that it may be, yet never allowing myself to say. I do not mourn this fate. Time for such has long since passed. As I take yet another step forward, my eyes will always drift to the trailing shadows left behind me. Regrets for words once said will never be unsaid. Longings for chances to say just one more thing, to right even one wrong. Wishes to return to a moment now locked away under briars of heartache. As my feet leave the ashen remains of this ethereal realm, feeling once more the solid firmness of reality in sun-dappled concrete, I release the breath I did not feel held within my lungs. Today is another day, one filled with new choices that may surely carry new regrets. But I shall make them all the same, for there shall always be the chance that new life may bloom from them as well. The end.
Love.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to story time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Hi, hi.
Hi. This is the cozy little Monday storytime event that I run, where I read stories that I've written for my friends and for friends of those friends to enjoy. Feel free to get yourself as cozy as you'd like, and I hope you enjoy listening along.
Okay.
Meep.
Very cute. I think we need to get one of myself that'll actually save.
Ooh. Oh, I don't move as fast as I thought I did. This is so sad.
Aw, that's adorable. Absolutely lovely photo. See,
I did not mean to.
you
place
have to
that
wake
right in
up
front of you. I'm
early
sorry.
to jump scare me.
Yeah.
Just wanted to share.
My preferred version of
wonderful.
horror is the creeping dread.
Yes.
The looming threat that maybe, just maybe, there might be something in the darkness waiting for you.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. You just go all the time.
Okay, okay. Have you ever seen that short
Love
that
you,
got really
Bessie.
famous? Love you too, Bessie. You know the horror short that was really famous? That was like, it was Lights Out, I think is what it's called. Right, when they turned off the lights, the thing was there. Yeah, that thing gave me nightmares for years. Because I watched it right when it came out, and I was a lot younger.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't remember how old I was. Hang on, how old was I? Let's check.
just want
I
to
know
share
exactly what
this
you mean.
wonderful...
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Do it, do it, do it,
I
do it,
just
do it,
want
do
to
it, do
share
it, do
this
it.
wonderful print I took of me, Squiggy, and Maddie yesterday.
Are you in the pool rooms?
Yes, it's an MMD world.
I love the stance on this. Look at that.
Oh, that's great.
I just thought that
That's
picture was
great.
gorgeous, so I
It
thought I would share it.
is. It's perfect. See, there was a video I watched, which was like one of those I caught a ghost on live footage things that gave me nightmares for weeks. I did not want to be in my house because of how scared I was of it.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
Lights Out came out when I was 13. That shit ruined me.
Jenna, you seem to be hot micing.
I grew up in I grew up in
If she...
Montgomery County, Maryland,
Yeah, I'm gonna...
which used to be next to
I mean,
which
she's-
used to be,
it says
which
she's at
was
the library
next
right now.
to Blair County, Maryland.
I know?
Dino.
Which
Oh, I've heard of it.
was
Yeah, I would...
where
Also,
I'm also kinda
the
curious.
Blair Witch Project
Ma.
was.
Oh!
And my house also used to be just outside of what seemed to be to a 10-year-old a giant expansive forest.
Oh, terrifying.
Yep.
An invite. I'll see y'all around.
Have fun. Thanks for coming
Nice
by.
seeing you.
Bye bye.
Who
I
said
hope you enjoy. See, the thing is, like, the video, realistically, if you're watching the video and you understood anything about special effects editing, it was not that scary because it was objectively a very silly video. But being a kid, not knowing anything about it, and you're like watching hands pop up from under the doorway and reaching up to try and grab the doorknob, and then your entire wall turns into a sea of hands trying to grab at you. And then there's a person standing there made of hands just smiling at you like, absolutely not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but there was a much more subtler one where it was like these kids who were driving around and they just kept finding themselves in the exact same like turnabout. And like no matter what they did, they just kept finding themselves doing that. And like there was some other spooky stuff going on. But the ending was great because it did seem like they finally just drove their way out one way or the other.
The back loops.
The driver was... I don't think so. Because this is before Backrooms stuff.
Yeah, no. This is the prequel to the back rooms, the back loops.
I don't think so, but...
Or technically Groundhog Day.
Yeah. But the short ends with them... Yeah, not pulling up. The short ends with them, like the driver turning off and on the... no through road, that's what it is. Ends with them turning off and on their car lights, and then like on one off, and then back on. They're back in the area they drove through again. And it was really good, really good little bit of horror that was like
very
I
suspenseful.
still don't know how they did that editing. Yeah.
There was a psychological horror / thriller movie that came out when I was like, I would say 13. And back then I was scared of absolutely everything. Now I love horror, which is kind of weird. But that movie is basically about a family that was going on a road trip, and they stop at a gas station, and for some reason there's some construction going on, and the daughter ends up falling into a hole and injuring herself. So they take the daughter to the hospital, and after that, after that happens, hours go by, and the hospital staff are like, "Hey, we've never seen these people before. We didn't take in your wife and daughter. Like, what's happening? Why are you?" And we're acting like this person is crazy. And that was a very interesting movie, and I watched it again pretty recently, and it was actually really good. But it scared the crap out of me when I was little.
Oh my goodness.
I don't remember the name of it. But yeah. I don't know. Now I really like that kind of horror, so.
I used to be a I used to be really bad with horror, but I got a lot better with it. I still have issue playing like horror games or things like that, but when it comes to like suspense or thriller movies, I eat that stuff up now.
Yes.
I remember watching The Others, and that was actually like is still one of my favorite horror movies.
I also now I don't mind like slasher movies either. But I like horror now.
You've been infected.
I've been infected.
All right. We've got about 3 minutes before the next story. Meh.
Keep chat.
What have you done now?
No problem.
Are you surviving? Are you? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think we lost Susie.
I think Susie is lost.
Lost to the back rooms.
Hi. Welcome in.
Hey, Viper.
How's your evening going?
It's been going a lot better. I just got done with doing a bunch of face tracking work for a film Abby I'm working on.
Ooh, very fun.
Yep. I had my own crew assembled for Film Jam, but we had some conflict, and our Abby creator. Why can't I do a Yelp set? Our Abby creator got like way too pressured. And honestly, we were asking a lot out of them, so they crashed out and left. So I had to pick up the slack on Abby creation, which wasn't that bad. I had a backup plan anyway. It was for V-Roy and stuff. But it was just, but the hassle was just reverse engineering how I got this face tracking on this avatar because I didn't have any documentation. So
oh no.
Yes. So I had to reverse engineer a bunch of stuff, and I have it written all down now. And,
That's good at least.
I got a first pass of a face tracking Abby, and it looks pretty darn good. Now it's just blend shape adjustment.
Yeah, great job.
Then it should be all set. But my God, it was a pain in the butt to get that out of the way. Anyways, who's this little creature?
Can be.
Oh, I also saw that, what was it, the Homestuck short? Oh yeah, the pilot trailer.
Yeah.
That had me so hyped.
Why are you
'cause
looking at me?
I didn't even
Because I
think I'd
remember
live
who
this long
notified
to
me
see
about
it.
Homestuck getting turned into an animated show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about freaking time that it got
You know
made into
John
an
is
animated
voiced by-
show.
You know John is voiced by
Yeah.
Toby Fox.
Yes, yes, I've heard he's like the canonical voice. I mean, hasn't he been like the canonical voice for a while now?
I haven't heard that yet. I haven't heard that one way or the other.
I think we've lost Cookie too.
Yeah, Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that trailer, I mean, it
Are
wasn't
you
that
facing
bad.
in and
I
out
was
of
actually,
consciousness?
I mean, it looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I was worried about the actors behind the characters, because I'm telling you, I have high hopes. If they fuck up even once, I will shun them for life. Because 100 Line had that problem where like everyone was great except one character, and I just hated that character because the acting was so bad. So, so I'm just hoping I'm just hoping they hit like every single note on Homestuck. Oh, not to mention, I hope to God they streamlined the story because my God, like the original webcomic
Yeah, of course.
had like so much dialogue. It had so much bullshit. And from what I'm seeing, the pilot is probably gonna have like it's probably gonna follow like multiple storylines at the same time, which thank goodness because that's how like everything from like Act 1 through 4 basically happens. It was like all happening at the same time, I think. It was just that Jade was like so late to the party and stuff. So so that simplification is welcome. And just from the clips that I saw of like John's fight with his dad, I'm gonna be hyped for the fight scenes. It's gonna be great.
It's story time.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and get nice and cozy. Our next story for the evening is creation. The world is fresh. Winding, whirling, chaotic currents swirl and cavort across the surface of unseen landscapes. Forms and shapes and beasts yet to be given names by the eyes that stare down from the cosmos, sleeping soundly within. The noise of 1,000 bumblebees flits and buzzes about the air, finding every empty space and sealing away the silence with their winged whisper. Clouds of bittersweet scents drift across the breathing lungs of the mountains, trailing and tickling their spires with tantalizing promises of the flowers that might soon bloom from the snow. Icicles forming from endless vapors, seeping from seams of magmatic pressure, cracking the titanous tenebrae. This is the realm of primordial chaos, that abyssal archive of imagination where only the dreaming wander. Where memories of moments shared mix and meld into the fantasies that drive the grand tales of yesteryear. Myths made of minuscule actions, magnified into monumental testaments to the tenacity of mortal lives. The hand of a creator slinks down from the space between the dark stars of evening in this place, trembling fingers clutching at the quill whose thirst shall soon be quenched, drawing onyx ink from the soil and carving away the empty, formless things that claw at the shining gold, only to melt into letters and names, concepts given definition through the works of another. The feathered spine scratches and spins, gold fading to rusted browns and finally black as the author drinks their fill. But a moment. The scars of that cold claw are once again covered. New dreams and newer nightmares filling the spaces left behind. Ever-shifting patterns of undiscovered, undulating unknowns, dreaming of a world where they may finally take shape. The candlelight flickers, casting subtle amber hues across the aged wooden desk of the writer's table. Sounds of metal scratching against parchment betray the anxious archivist's presence to the silverfish and bookworms that gnaw away at recorded knowledge. Eyes of beady black stare from the shadows, watching for a chance to sneak away the crumbs of buttered grain that fall between the floorboards, as the author gnaws away the rolls serving as their sustenance in these witching hours. Shining ink trails from its well to the browning fabric, finding rest in the intricate curving letters that weave together into images, seen not by the sense, but by their ghostly relatives. Those inner amalgamations of memory and inspiration that bring forth new shapes and concepts. Ideas born from the mystical muses of the mind. Pages upon pages of raw text pile upon one another, feverish hands adding new lines, new images, or redacting their flawed predecessors as fast as muscle may manage. The sound of scribbling melds with the gentle thrum of a tune sung low from the lips of the writer. Musical melodies, venting the building pressure of mental fatigue, and urging their fingers to write one more word, one more line, one more page. They have found their flow state, that inescapable fluid motion of one line into the next, all so they might bring to light the shapes that haunt their waking dreams. The chaotic, writhing vines of the forest only they have seen, the stretching mountainous ranges of earth that rip through the very heavens, building over billions of years they might touch the very stars themselves. The author sets the stage for it all, weaving a world for all the beasts that hunt and hide in the nooks and crannies of life to find safe haven. A story is born here, in these moments of memory-filled fever. The author writes a new tale into being, a world stretching onwards for so long as to be forever. Kingdoms raise mighty walls in, hold their subjects, lined with gold and marble that dazzle the eyes when caught just so in the sunlight. Mighty mountains cast elongating shadows in the sunset, framing the golden flames of radiance in their crags as crafty kobolds wind through hidden tunnels to secure the loot from their raid. The sounds of birdsong join the howls of wolves and forests. Ancient guardians of the growing land, standing watch over all that rests under the root. Tides of aquamarine oceans rise and fall, sparkling iridescent hues dazzling onlookers above the surface, while never once betraying the darkness that lurks beneath. Waiting for the opportune moment to storm and rage against all that may dare to trespass. Myths and legends are born of adventurers' actions, driving new blood and old to strike out and explore the places beyond home, where new stories might be brought back, should they survive to tell their tale. A world living and breathing, if only in the mind, makes its mark upon history. And thus is the author at last satisfied, letting free a gust of breath that snuffs the light from their study. As the shadows of that shifting chaos once more claim this place, guiding the writer's weary soul to the land of shifting and dreaming, a new story finds its beginning. All thanks to that simple spark of creation. The end.
Love that.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Hello, Glebo.
I just
Wobble
wanna,
Gweeble.
I just wanna, I just wanna mention, I was finding it so funny, Susie teleporting the entire time.
I noticed that.
Oh yeah.
I just woke up.
Good
Uh,
morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, that
Welcome
was
back.
5 times.
Yeah, because I was trying to like be out of frame to fix my stuff because everything turned off when I was sleeping.
Aw.
It's okay.
I think by
I was
this
just
t-
mentioning how I found it funny.
I think by this time in the stream, most people who are watching are either asleep or half asleep.
What?
No, not you, Squiggy.
Oh.
It's okay.
We'll be reading our last story of the evening in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yay.
I think we've got 2 people that are half asleep here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
How's the
more than 2.
Postgame project
At least
going
4
otherwise?
people.
Okay.
Aside from
I think Violet's out completely.
oh, sorry, Susie.
Sorry, I'm so out of it right now.
My stomach
Oh,
was
I'm
doing
used
that.
It's okay.
That happens.
You voice what?
Ethan.
You eepin'? You straight up eepin'?
I'm straight up.
I was
Yeah,
involved
yeah,
myself in a couple
You're
of
not
projects.
eating.
Well, 3 technically.
No, I'm not. I'm working on D&D.
Yeah.
Jazz
I
Genesis
I was-
made the most annoying enemy.
I was meaning something else. I will put it in the
Is now happy
Slamily.
as the narrator for
Yeah,
their
this enemy I'm
fairy
making,
tale
whenever you hit
projects.
it, you have to roll
It's
on
like
a
so
table to
heart
determine what
trigger
negative
of
effect
a-
happens to you.
It's like a heart puller.
Ooh.
like a
My
depressed
players
artist or
requested the
something.
game be harder.
and
And
also
you're
mocap
granting their requests.
extra.
I thought the game was hard
as for the
enough,
trial
but I
itself.
keep buffing them, so I have to buff the enemies.
So I got to, so I got to run up to people and hug them. So
Getting nice and
that was
comfy,
crazy.
Susie.
Cool.
Then there's Lord Crit's VR hack.
Nice and comfy.
Story, which that production is troubling me because like this is Crit's first foray into VR machinima. He's done Blender before with his Star Wars stuff, and it looks absolutely pretty. It looks absolutely great, but he's getting his bearings on VR, which is an entirely different ballgame.
Right.
And there's one mocap session I couldn't do because I was having dinner with family, and I saw a photo from on set, and they like replaced the avatar that was the bartender, and that had me worried because I was just like, shit, did I just get like soft fired or something?
That's funny.
But I'm not tripping. Sucks. I wanted to put that
You
on
have my permission.
Good night, Jenna.
But hey, you know what?
Thanks, bestie.
I'm not tripping over it. There's always new projects that need like help and stuff, so
For sure.
I got other shit going on.
Wobble Guibo.
Find some friends who are still doing stuff or need openings, because with my recent unemployment, I have a whole much more time to do that kind of thing.
Nah, fuck it. You wanna be like a body actor for the film I'm working on? It's called a Bar at the End. Alright, sweet. Logline, the protagonist, every time they die, they go up to a bartender and they ask for a new life. The bartender creates a drink that is specific to that new life, and that person, and so the protagonist drinks and experiences different lives. But they've been getting
It's so
fucking
funny
sick of it
though.
because
What?
the last one that they went on was the Titanic, and they want something bigger
Go back
and
to
better.
sleep, Skuggy.
So, so it's a compilation of misadventures.
There you go.
Just got sick of it at the end, and they're just tired. It's a narrative on, I guess, like reincarnation. or
My
something.
powers, they are too great.
But like a big
Put people
inspiration
to
was,
sleep.
Like,
Make them nice and cozy and.
Death
Is that
Parade,
your nose?
Switch.
I knew that.
We already got like locations.
Honestly,
for both of the characters are
for
set as
me, I guess you could say, like, I'm not drawing this time, but for a reason I will explain later. But your stories always spark my creativity.
Aw, I'm really glad.
Pretty much more or less open until I have a job.
Sounds good.
That is exactly what I want
Speaking of
them to
which,
do.
Your gig was over at Steam, right?
Nice
I
and
do have a
cozy.
sticker of a work in progress of the art I'm working on, but this art is taking me quite a while to complete.
So, you shouldn't have known that I was working for Steam. I didn't care.
So,
I told fucking everybody.
like, I haven't even finished the sketch yet, and it's been a few days. So.
I'll keep you in mind. I'll actually go into Discord right now
Goodness.
and name drop you. Because I like updating my team on just little things that I do.
Sure.
It helps me keep on track. Why is my left thigh battery... my left thigh battery is a little lower than the others. Alrighty.
Also, Squiggy, I don't know why I have the song from this particular MMD stuck in my head right now.
Oh shit, did I tell you? Did I tell you about how I broke things off with, who is it?
With who? With your ex or somebody else?
No. Man, I
don't
can't
have
believe...
context on this
Let's
now.
just stop.
Remember that one? Krista, you know, I had you edit their scripts.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That was a while ago. Yeah, we chatted about it.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot them. Is that what happens to people when I cut them off at all? I just
Honestly, there are quite a few more very sleepy people this time.
Mm-hmm. The sleepy day. Honestly, I'm halfway to joining them.
The most diabolical idea.
Yeah.
I'm making an enemy that can steal gold.
No, why would you do that, bestie?
Everybody's favorite mechanic in any game.
Their money. Alrighty. I think it's time. Are we all ready for our last story of the evening?
No. Yes. No. Yes.
You'll need to cure your indecision someday. Go ahead and get nice and comfortable. And our last story for the evening will be Learning to Love. The sound of the beat reaching my eardrums from within my chest filled my body with boundless energy. A rhythm entirely my own, impossible to ignore, and incapable of change. This was the feeling I once considered to be love. That anxious assemblage of emotion which took hold of my very soul and squeezed into naught but a thin, shaking specter. I still remember days when this feeling clutched me so strongly as to shatter my very being, leaving the remnants of my psyche scattered upon my mind like a million tiny nettles piercing into my skin. I still remember the days spent staring up the cold metal of my bed frame, curled away into the corners of an empty room and wishing to cry. I remember the feeling of hatred welling in my throat, a scream so silent that to release it would really not leave me with my voice for all eternity. The pain of what I once considered to be love was inseparable from myself. A force so terrible, so frightful, that I once felt incapable of letting myself feel it. Not for want of never loving, of course, but rather out of fear of forcing that fear, that pain, that hurt upon the ones I admired. I know now that what I felt was not love. The feeling of fear at reprisal, tears shed for the sake of another, the responsibility I shouldered without ever once considering if it was mine to hold. These were not feelings of love, nor were they of care. They were the emotions of a soul who had never once experienced love as it was meant to be. The young soul whose naive trust led her to believe that loving someone meant sacrificing her very self for another's sake. The childlike notion that if she was just a little better, a little more understanding, if she stayed up one more hour, listened to the words that twisted her gut a little more attentively, gave more and more and more of herself away, maybe then she would be worthy of being loved back. The past remains unchanged. I will never forget the mistakes made. Mistakes made in the height of that feeling, which I once called love. The nights I spent forcing myself to stay awake so that I might be the last to fall asleep. The threats I endured in a foolish desire. Belief that the words encapsulated emotions of tenderness and care. The moments that should have been ones of trust, shared with only the most special of someone, now lost forever in a simple desire to please my partner. Nor will I forget the stumbling steps of what came after. The tears I shed wishing for her to come back. The shadows that lingered upon my face, warping it into unrecognizable shapes in the mirrors. The messages I sent, blind panic clouding my judgment and driving me to pursue a path now closed to my heart. These were my secret chains, the thorns that embedded themselves into my heart, never truly to be plucked free again. Yet, for all the pain I have felt, for all those pointless sacrifices I have made, I find myself looking upon that past with a sad smile. I smile, for I have learned the lessons I needed to learn from those mistakes. I feel sadness for the poor girl who had to go through that pain, and for the fragile vessel that now remains to hold her love. Though I did not know what love meant then, I know what it means now. I have experienced love, pure and passionate in that facet that only passion for another can spark. Love as a reciprocal force, absent of need for exchange or transactions. I have learned to love and to be loved. I know now the feeling of love that pulses within my heart. It is not a war drum, nor is it an anxious attack of the nerves. Rather, it's a warmth that floods my cheeks at the sight of that special smile. It is the calming rise and fall of my breath as I dream of holding the hand of the one walking this path with me. The loosening of my muscles, once tense from the stress of the day, now melting at the feeling of safety in their arms. The energy that inspires my mind to conjure new creations, driven by a passionate desire to share these moments with my muse. These are the lessons I have learned, though once I thought my chance at such experience was lost. Thanks to them, and thanks to the world I have been brought into. A once shattered vessel that now stands, scarred, yes, yet all the more beautiful for it. Full to bursting with love in all its format, and growing ever greater with every passing day. As I learn to love those around me, as I learn to love myself. As I always shall. And
That's what I'm gonna say.
I love you too, bestie.
That was very cute. I love that one.
Thank you. And with that, our story time has come to a close. For those of you who've been watching along and listening to each and every tale on the stream, thank you very much for coming by tonight. Look forward to your visiting again. Have a very lovely evening and a very restful week. I hope that these stories can help inspire some in your own heart. In every story, in every story, 1,000 more stars. May they be the ones to light your way when the night falls again. And until next time, bye. And good night. Thank you all for being here.